there for your first year. They give you your first beer. When you get your heart broke, they're there for your worst year. Don't get you at all, but your apple don't.
I started at ADEC back in 2007.
I started in May of 2008, and Margaret was the one that trained me at Bridalwood.
When she started, I was working in the evening and I was doing all the training. And so I've had a lot of different staff come in and I was training them, and then they'd only last for like a month, maybe a couple weeks. And then she started and I was like, okay, I'll just train her, see if she's gonna stay, hoping that she would stay, and she ended up staying.
My first impression of Margaret was she was sweet and quiet. You could tell how much she loved the ladies and loved her job just by the interaction she had with them and the staff.
And so we finally started just making that connection. Every time we worked, it was very easy for us to work together. Like, we had that same passion, we had that same dream when it came to the clients and when we worked with them. That we didn't treat it like it was just a job. Like, this was our passion. This was what we were here for. And we wanted to make their life more worthwhile.
I was really quiet. I didn't really talk to anybody. I talked with the ladies and interact when I needed to, but I didn't really have friendships with anybody that we worked with.
And so after about a year of working together, we started having more shifts together, and then finally I was just like, you're pretty cool. Like, do you want to come and hang out?
And from that, we became friends, and she would always ask me to come hang out after work or do this, and I'd always come up with an excuse not to. In the fall of that year, I went through some personal stuff, and Margaret was one of them that I had grown somewhat close to, as close as you can, not really talking to people. And she was one that I confided in, and she was always positive about what was going on and encouraging, like, it's gonna be all right, get through it.
Because when I work with people, I want to be able to relate with them. And so then I start having that passion with them, just like with all the clients I serve. You start to get to know them on that personal level. And so with her, my heart went out for her. I kept seeing all the stuff that she had to go through with that relationship. And so part of me was like, I just kept praying for her and kept praying, like, there's something better for you. I just wish you would realize that what everybody else sees, I wish you could see it too.
In February, she was continuing to ask, and I finally accepted and went to her house, and that's when I met her brother.
And normally I don't ever find someone for my brother to meet because he can do that on his own. But for some reason, she just seemed like that person where I was just like, I really want to see if you don't have something with my brother. And so when they met, it was instant, and they just started hanging out, and we started hanging out more after work, and it was like they got closer as like a boyfriend and girlfriend, and her and I got closer as friends. And so it made it so much nicer. Like, we were able to work together, we were able to hang out after work. She was already pretty much part of our family by that point. And then the rest is kind of history.
I confided in her, our friendship grew, and once I went to her house and met her brother, we started dating not that long after, and now we're married. So her brother, he's sexy, of course. He's funny, he's got great eyes, great smile. That was probably the first things that got my attention. And then he's just sweet and caring, and yeah.
I would say we're closer because we have that relationship that we started before we became sister-in-laws. And so with that, it wasn't just a friendship, it was founded here at ADEC. It was founded on that passion that we both had, that dream to work with the clients.
Having Margaret just in my life in general has helped. She's always positive, always encouraging. She's always got something inspiring to say. If you're in a bad mood, she's got something to say that will make you feel better, whether it's a Bible verse or just her. She's
such a blessing. She was a blessing from the moment she started. And she's still a blessing.
She was one that would always encourage me to try out for new positions that opened, and even when we had already both left the house and gone to separate programs, she was still, encouraging, hey, you should try this one's open.
She's given me that sisterly bond that I've only had one sister, and so now I actually have more, and she's one of the ones where I feel like she was God-given. She's helped me here at work. She's been that drive, she's been that push. We're able to relate with one another, not just here at work, but out of work. And so she's amazing.
In church or in prison, you get what you get.